more gold is better. The tower is going to fall eventually when they choose to. And now they're going to try to push because they just killed someone. I missed who, but so there's no one defending, and they're easily going to get this turret, and then they might even get some kills here. Well, this one was kind of easy. So the rest of the enemy team now, well, basically backs off. As does Hotshot. There's no reason for him to be there anymore, so he's just going to farm again. And well, now they surrender, but still he keeps farming. And that is the basic difference, I think. Okay, GG. So, what did we see? We saw that Nocturne can actually be used as a ganking champion. And we saw that he's very effective at killing people once they're low health, which is not always true, as we will see in a later game. We saw that basically the team doesn't need to be together all the time, that it's far more important to farm. And we saw that the team kind of tries to protect whoever is doing well. So we didn't see a lot of that, but we might see that in future games. As I discussed in a previous game, it's the tank's duty to make sure that he's the one dying and not the carry. If the carry is something like 7-0 and he's like 0-2, then the carry is worth about 600 gold, while he is worth about 150 gold. So there's a big difference in what you give to your opponents. Of course, you don't want to die as a tank, because you still lose your pushing power and your ability to control the game. So if you die as a tank, your carries have no wall to stand behind. They're vulnerable basically. So they have to retreat to a tower or something to wait for you to respawn. But it's better that you die. If somebody has to die, it's better that it's you instead of the person who's worth a lot more gold and a lot more experience. But the main thing we should learn from this game is that farming is very important. There is no way you can get ahead in a game if you're not farming. Because the only way to get levels and to get gold is to kill things. And you're not going to kill that many champions, especially if you're, well, equal leveled. But if you have more farm, then you get more gold, and with more gold you get more items, and with more items you get more damage or lifesteal or, well, whatever it is you're building basically. But all in all, the more you farm, the better off you are. It's not that hard, but for some reason in virtually all games I play, people are underfarmed. Especially in the Heimer games I play. I like to look at the final stats. So in the end screen of League of Legends, you can actually watch the graphs of everything, and then I like to look at the gold earned, which is the only statistic that matters. I mean, the amount of gold gets you more, or tells you about how much items someone can buy, but it's also directly linked to the amount of experience someone has. So if you have a lot of creep kills but no champion kills, you get a lot more experience, so you level up much quicker than if you kill a lot of champions. But that's also, well, everybody knows that. It's normal. Because, well, we see people who only try to kill champions, and they then end up in a game with like 40 creep kills. And I've literally seen this happen. An Ashe who got mid lane and ended up with 35 creep kills on the end of the game, and she was complaining about dying every time. But that's kind of logical if you only have 30 creep kills, and she got first blood and she got one more kill, but then she couldn't do anything anymore because she didn't have the gold to actually buy stuff. On the other hand, if you're Big Fat GG, who's also a player of CLG, and you're really good with Ashe, as you might be able to see in one of his games. If you Google Big Fat GG, you'll find him. Or Google, search on YouTube. I mean, he played Ashe in one of the what are they called, WCG matches, and he played mid, and he had 65 creep kills at something like 10 or 12 minutes, which is an incredible amount, which is basically every creep that has passed your way, and he killed all of them. And he got an Infinity Edge at something like, I don't know, 20 minutes. So he got his first BF sword at like 12 minutes, and then he got boots and the Infinity Edge. And from there on, there's no way he can be stopped. But on the other hand, if you don't last hit, if you keep pushing the lane and then get pushed back, or if you keep harassing the champions without actually getting the last hits, if you don't farm, there's no way you can ever get ahead in the game. The other team can just as well come back. Okay, we're all noobs here, at least I think, because why else would you watch my channel? So we're not actually capable of doing that, but a better player might, and that's what I see happening a lot. If I'm farmed to the level which I should be, which in Heimer games is really easy to do, because Heimer is a great farmer, just like Sivir. But if I'm farmed well, then I will notice that other people are not. As I said, you can look at the gold earned at the end of the game, and with Heimer I will have like 50% more gold than the next one in my team, normally. And that's because people are really focused on staying together and forget that they actually have to farm. And it seems so obvious. If you have more gold, you have more items. If you have more items, you can, well, farm faster, but also kill enemy champions. Kill the dragon. Kill Baron. But people just want to push towers and kill champions, and that's all that's in their minds. The main thing you need to learn is it's all about the gold. It's about farming. It's about out-leveling your opponents. It's not about getting a few more kills. Unless these kills are the carries of the enemy teams who are legendary, and then you can avoid getting the creep kills. Because if you get 1,000 gold for a kill, sure, you can leave some creeps behind for that. But normally, you shouldn't do that. Normally, you should get as many creep kills as you can. Also, the jungle buffs, the enemy jungle, the lanes, keep everything into vision. So look at everything. Look, where can I get the most gold? Where can I go where nobody else goes to? So if you have 3 lanes and you have 5 person, then one of you should be top, one of you should be bottom, one of you should jungle, and the other 2, well, maybe 2 mid, or 1 mid and 1 that's actually going to a lane where the enemy champions are. I don't know, but spread your team. Make sure you get as much farm, as much experience, as much gold as you can. It's so important. But we'll see next time. Let me know what kind of strategy you'd like me to discuss. I mean, this time it's a little bit about farming. I didn't talk about positioning, about tactics, about anything like that. Let me know if you have something that you'd like to show. Maybe you have your own video which you'd like to see what you did wrong, something like that. I mean, let's make this a community project. Let's learn from each other what we do wrong and how we should fix it. It seems like a plan. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Good game.